Cloud cities in Venus's atmosphere? Impossible, you must be thinking, but it is possible. You see, the pressure is exactly the same as Earth, and the temperature is perfect. So, yeah, I made one in SFS. Of course I did, because it's fun, and I made this specially so the rocket would have a 1.01% thrust to weight, but I didn't really account for, I don't know, I mean, SFS is not that realistic, so the thrust to weight was way too much. But oh my gosh, the rocket is launched. You can see the Sky City there. I did my best because for some reason my mods wouldn't load, so I couldn't actually put on windows and stuff. But it's fine, dude. No one's gonna care. But you can make the argument that the separator lines are kind of like windows, you know, like straight windows, vertical windows. I don't know. But yeah, I launched at a pretty realistic time. We've already launched into a transfer window. All we had to do is set Venus as a target and burn at the transfer window, which was very, very easy. It didn't really take a lot of fuel. One thing I forgot to mention, I'm not Irish, dude. One thing I forgot to mention is that I'm using the engines from the Cloud City. Both can work, but I use the engines from that to work better, to have more thrust, because just that stage was not cutting it at all. Wow, we are coming in to orbit. I was raising it a little bit so it's a bit more circular, and then I burned backwards. But before I did that, I asked Siri how high Venus's atmosphere is, and Siri said 50 kilometers. And I was a bit like, whoa, really? And then I did the math, and if a sky base or sky city or cloud city, whatever you want to call it, if it's at 50 kilometers in Venus's atmosphere, I thought something is not right. So I just did, made the height of the sky base 40 kilometers, did the math for the scale in SFS, and I got 25 kilometers, which is not as deep down as the lower cloud layer. I realize that now. So that's a mistake on my end. I'm sorry for that. But I mean, this is the part where we actually do a lot of cool stuff. Slowing down to not hit the atmosphere at 800 meters per second or whatever the speed was, because we would instantly burn up. I mean, not in the upper atmosphere, but we would definitely burn. So we had to cancel out all side velocity and just burn straight down. And then we had to find the perfect amount of throttle to keep this thing up, you know? Because otherwise it would just go back up or fall back down. And that was pretty complicated to do. So I had to constantly edit this. Although in real life, maybe they could use like a helium gas or something to keep it up instead of engines, they could probably use engines. NASA has advanced technology. They can dock. That's something that happens in real life. Meeting up with another object in orbit moving so fast. So they probably could just make it so the engines automatically correct themselves. But I did use a little bit of cheating to refill the fuel tanks. But I mean, it was for the fun of it. I just wanted to see how much I could keep this thing up in the air for. But that was the video. If you enjoyed, please drop a like. And if you can, you could subscribe. Have a great day.